Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Georgia Barca and in this lesson we are going to talk about nouns. We are going to deal with two specific categories of nouns, the countable and the uncountable. During the lesson you will be asked to fill in exercises so as to check your understanding. It isn't easy to describe nouns. Of all the parts of the speech, nouns are perhaps the most important. In simple words, noun is a word that identifies a person, an animal, place, thing, or idea. Now let's discuss about the two main categories of nouns. Countable nouns. They are nouns which have singular and plural forms. In other words, they can be counted. We say one book, two books. Uncountable nouns, on the other hand, are nouns that cannot be counted. They have only one form, and that is the singular. We say milk, but not milks. With singular countable nouns, we can use a determiner e or n. Otherwise, we use numbers. We can say an apple, 10 apples. Whereas, with uncountable nouns, we can't use e, n, or numbers. We cannot say, in other words, a milk or 2 milks. Since we said that countable nouns can be singular or plural, then the verb followed will be of the same type. In other words, the dress is new. Both dress and the verb is are in the singular form. The dresses are new. With uncountable nouns, we use only singular verbs. The meat is tender. Spaghetti is my favorite food. Finally, when we want to ask about the quality and quantity of a countable noun, we use how many, whereas for uncountable nouns, we use how much. Let's discuss now countable nouns in more detail. The first thing that we have to mention when we are talking about countable nouns is about how nouns form their plural. Most of them are formed by adding the suffix s. Dog, dogs. Bike, bikes. Cap, caps. Of course, there are more cases. For words ending in ch, sh, s, x, or z, we have to add es. For example, church, churches. Bus, buses. Fox, foxes. Prize, prizes. Another type is for nouns which end in consonant and y. Those change the y to I before adding the suffix es. So we have baby, where we have the consonant and the y, and it turns to be in plural babies. Country, countries. Another case of plurals is when we have nouns ending in f or fe. Those change f or fe to v before adding es. So we have wolf becomes wolves, wife drops fe and becomes wives. Whereas there are some words who stay the same. Roof, roofs. Belief, beliefs. We mean that they follow the general rule. The fifth rule of plurals says that for nouns ending in consonant and o, we have to add es. We say potato, potatoes, hero, heroes. But there is an exception. Nouns ending in vowel plus o, like musical instruments and also abbreviations, take s. So we have zoo, zoos, video, videos, radio, radios, photo, photos, piano, pianos, cello, cellos. Another case of plurals is with nouns ending in ix. They change ix to ices. We say appendix, appendices, matrix, matrices. Moving on, we are going to discuss some cases of irregular plural nouns. That means that they don't follow the general rules of forming a plural. Some nouns change completely in the plural. Those are man, men, woman, women, foot, feet, tooth, teeth, mouse, mice, goose, geese, child, children, ox, oxen. Of course, there are many more, and we have to learn it as it is. Another case is with nouns which remain the same in the singular and the plural form. We say sheep, fish, salmon, both for singular and plural. Also, we have species, deer, series, aircraft, means, crossroads. Let's take a look for an example. A car is a means of transport. Cars are means of transport. So in both sentences we have means which is the same in singular and the plural form. A third category is about some nouns of Greek or Latin origin. They form their plural by adding Greek or Latin suffixes. So we have analysis with SIS and analysis with SES. Criterion, criteria. Medium, media. The second category of nouns that we have to discuss is uncountable nouns. Let's find out what is going on with them. As we said in the introduction of our lesson, uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot be counted. They do not take indefinite articles and they do not have plural forms. We must always use with them singular verbs. Uncountable nouns are usually food, liquids, materials, abstract nouns, natural phenomena, illnesses, etc. Since uncountable nouns don't form plurals, it isn't easy for us to talk about them when we want to discuss about a quantity. So we have to pair them with words which express plural concept. Using these words can make your writing more specific and show quantity. Let's find out some of them. We say a piece of cake or a piece of paper, a cup of coffee, a glass of wine or a glass of water, a tube of toothpaste, a bottle of wine, a bottle of lemonade, a bar of chocolate, a can of soda, a packet of biscuits, a carton of milk, a rasher of bacon, a bowl of soup, a pot of tea, a jar of honey, a kilo of meat. Some words, though, can be used either as countable or uncountable. Now let's see which nouns can be used either as countable or uncountable. Time. We say I haven't got time to lose. In this case, we discuss about an uncountable noun, whereas how many times have you been in New York? We ask if you have been 1, 2, or 3 times. The second one is experience. John has got a lot of experience in teaching. She had a few unpleasant experiences while living in Kenya. Glass. Would you like a glass of orange juice? I can't see without my glasses. The table is made with glass. The third sentence discusses about material. Another word is iron. They gave me 3 irons as gifts for my wedding. This is a countable noun. Whereas this bed is made of iron, the material is an uncountable noun. Paper. I bought the Sunday's paper. Here paper has the meaning of newspaper. Let's see the second example. Write down your phone number on a piece of paper. And the third one says, apart from your application, you must bring with you all the necessary papers. And here we have a countable noun. Chocolate. Who doesn't love it? Children shouldn't eat too much chocolate. She gave me a box of chocolates. Another word is room. There are 3 rooms in our house. We haven't got enough room to put you up. Hair. Maria has got long blonde hair, whereas there is a hair in my soup. And finally, wood. The chair is made of wood. Wolves live in the woods. In this case, woods is meant to be forest. Now let's see some nouns which take only plural verb. Those nouns are nouns that consist of two parts: binoculars, glasses, jeans, pyjamas, scissors, shorts, tights, trousers, tweezers, etc. For example, wear your pajamas and come to our party. Other nouns are clothes, contents, goods, customs, arms when that is meant to be weapons, scales, stairs, surroundings, people, police, etc. All these nouns take always the plural verb. My clothes are still wet. Finally, there are nouns which take only singular verb. Plural nouns to talk about time, distance, way, money, etc. We say 100 kilometers is the distance to Athens. Groups of nouns: jury, family, team, group, crowd, audience, committee, army, company, etc. Here we are interested of the fact that it is a group. So the last case is lessons, sports, games, illnesses, and the word news. For example, the maths test was easy. The news is on TV at 8 o'clock. This is the end of the lesson on nouns and specifically on countable and uncountable nouns. Thank you for watching.